give you questions based on Ellingham diagram. So take question number 6.4. 6.3. All of you take. The reaction Cr2O3 plus 2Al giving Al2O3 plus 2Cr is thermodynamically feasible as is apparent from the Gibbs free energy value. Why does it not take place at a room temperature? Okay, so the reaction is thermodynamically delta G value is minus 421. So if delta G is negative, it is possible, isn't it? But this reaction will take place only at a higher temperature. What is the reason? Can it say? Read the question and try to sort out what is the reason. Can anybody say? Delta G negative, but at room temperature, the reaction does not take place. This is because the reactants and the products all are solids. So when all are solids, see, we know that delta G naught is equal to minus RT ln K. You learned that, isn't it, in 11th? So K value is required. So K value when we take, we don't take solids, isn't it? So if all the reactants and the products are solids, then there is no equilibrium. But if you heat means it will melt. See, when you heat, then you will get in the molten state. Then that is why the reaction is taking place at a higher temperature. Okay, so I will give you the answer. You write. Understood? Understood, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so write the answer. So you say that delta G naught is equal to minus RT ln K. Delta G naught is equal to minus RT ln K. So in the given reaction, next, in the given reaction, all the reactants and products are solids at room temperature. In the given reaction, all the reactants and products are solids at room temperature. Therefore, does not exist any equilibrium between the reactants and products. So, does not exist any equilibrium between the reactants and the products. Does not exist any equilibrium between the reactants and the products. Okay, Prashant? That is okay? I repeated, is that okay? Full one. So the first I said in the given reaction, all the reactants and the products. In the given reaction, all the reactants and the products are solids. So, does not exist any equilibrium between the reactants and the products. Okay, Prashant? No equilibrium between the reactants and the products. Okay, at high temperature, chromium melts. At high temperature, chromium melts. T delta S value increases. T delta S value increases. And delta G becomes more negative. T delta S value increases and delta G becomes more negative and the reaction takes place. Okay? Okay, done? Next question. Next question. Is it true that under certain conditions, magnesium can reduce alumina and alumina can reduce magnesium oxide? Is it true, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yesterday we saw
Yes, ma'am, it
Ellingham
is.
diagram, isn't it? So what is the condition? You refer the Ellingham diagram. Just to see the Ellingham diagram.
At
At
high
a low,
temperatures,
yes,
alumina will
reduce
reduce
magnesium. Low temperature, magnesium will reduce alumina. So in the diagram, if you see, the temperature is 1350 degrees Celsius. So you mentioned that. Okay, you write the answer. Below 1350 degrees Celsius. Below 1350 degrees Celsius. Below 1350 degrees Celsius, magnesium can reduce alumina. Below 1350 degrees Celsius, magnesium can reduce alumina. Above 1350 degrees Celsius, above 1350 degrees Celsius, aluminium can reduce magnesium oxide. Aluminium can reduce magnesium oxide. Okay? Then come to exercise. So confusion will not be there. We will do this Ellingham diagram questions and then the other things. Okay. So come to exercise. It is 6.5. 6.5 is Ellingham diagram question. Okay. So 6.5, out of carbon and carbon monoxide, which is a better reducing agent at 673 Kelvin. So you take Ellingham diagram, children, which is all of you take Ellingham diagram at 673 Kelvin. 673 Kelvin, out of carbon and carbon monoxide, which is a better reducing agent. Tell. See the Ellingham diagram and say, which is a better reducing agent? You just see the diagram and say, children, 673. You take the temperature in the lower region, 673 Kelvin, which curve is down? Carbon monoxide. Yes, Prashant, Varsha, carbon monoxide. How to write? That is why I am giving the answer. Okay. So how to write? You can say that if you refer the Ellingham diagram, the curve is down, isn't it? Instead of that, you can say that the delta G naught value of formation is more negative. Then that is also an explanation. Otherwise, you have to draw the diagram, isn't it? You have to draw the diagram. So better than that, we will explain with the delta G naught value, right? So I will say that see carbon and carbon monoxide. You see the Ellingham diagram, carbon and carbon monoxide. So carbon and carbon monoxide at 673 Kelvin, so three reducing agents are possible. You see the diagram? Three reducing agents are possible, isn't it? Three reducing agent is carbon monoxide and then carbon. And so first one is carbon forming carbon dioxide. Second one is carbon forming carbon monoxide, isn't it? So 673 Kelvin, the carbon monoxide forming carbon dioxide only is down, isn't it? So you write. See, what I am going to say is, I am going to say in terms of delta G value of formation. Okay, formation of the three reducing agents. One is when carbon monoxide is the reducing agent, then I will say delta G formation of carbon dioxide from carbon monoxide. You understood? So from that sentence, you will say that, okay, from that sentence, you are saying that a delta G value is less or more negative. Are you able to follow what I am saying? So
Ma'am, please once again, ma'am.
see what I am saying. See, the reducing agents are carbon monoxide and carbon. Okay, so we are going to say in terms of delta G value, I am going to say delta G formation. Delta G formation value is more negative. That only will come, isn't it? So more negative, that will be better reducing agent, isn't it? Down, the curve down means the delta G formation value is more negative, right? So carbon monoxide, if I say the delta G value, carbon monoxide is forming carbon dioxide. So I have to say delta G not formation value of carbon dioxide from carbon monoxide. Have you understood? So from that sentence, you will understand that carbon monoxide is the reducing agent.
Understood, ma'am.
Okay, what given in the question, what Vishnupriya you are saying?
Ma'am, she asked why it's 673 Kelvin.
Okay. So Vishnupriya understood what I am saying. So I am going to
Yes,
say
ma'am.
the answer in terms of delta G naught formation value. So when I say if carbon monoxide is the reducing agent, and you know that during reduction carbon monoxide is converted to carbon dioxide. So how to say the delta G naught value? You will say that delta G formation of carbon dioxide from carbon monoxide. So you will understand reducing agent is carbon monoxide. That is more negative than delta G formation of carbon dioxide from carbon or delta G formation of carbon dioxide from carbon monoxide from carbon. So three reducing agents, one carbon to carbon dioxide, second carbon to carbon monoxide, third one carbon monoxide to carbon dioxide. Clear? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So write the answer I will say. So you will say that when carbon,
Ma'am, what did you say that the third reagent was? Reducing agent?
oh, see, only two are there, carbon and carbon monoxide. But carbon, two types, carbon converted to carbon monoxide, carbon converted to carbon dioxide. Isn't it? You see the diagram, you can see that, na?
Ma'am, then you said carbon monoxide converted to carbon dioxide or something.
Second is carbon monoxide, na? Reducing agent carbon monoxide is converted to carbon dioxide, na? So three are there. Carbon monoxide to carbon dioxide, carbon to carbon monoxide, carbon to carbon dioxide, right?
Okay, ma'am.
So you write, when carbon reacts with oxygen, right? When carbon reacts with oxygen, two reactions are possible. When carbon reacts with oxygen, two reactions are possible. Two reactions are possible. First one, C plus O2 giving CO2. C plus O2 giving CO2. Second one, 2C plus O2 giving 2CO. 2C plus O2 giving 2CO. Now, next, when carbon monoxide acts as a reducing agent, when carbon monoxide acts as a reducing agent, the following reaction will happen. So, when carbon monoxide acts as a reducing agent, the following reaction will happen. 2CO plus O2 giving 2CO2. 2CO plus O2 giving 2CO2. Written?
Ma'am, could you repeat?
Which one? Which one, Vishnupriya?
Reactions.
Third reaction. 2CO plus O2 giving 2CO2. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, you can say that you can from the Ellingham diagram, or you can say that, or we are not using the Ellingham diagram, you can say that delta G naught formation, delta G naught F down, delta G naught formation of carbon dioxide, delta G naught formation of carbon dioxide from carbon monoxide is more negative than delta G naught formation of carbon dioxide, delta G naught formation of carbon dioxide from carbon, and delta G naught formation of carbon monoxide from carbon. Written?
Yes, ma'am.
So, carbon monoxide is a suitable reducing agent. Carbon monoxide is a suitable reducing agent. So you are saying in terms of delta G naught. If you say Ellingham diagram, you can say that the graph for carbon monoxide as a reducing agent, the graph lies below, isn't it? So any one reason, could you, last line, I said, Vishnu Priya, read out the last line. Have you written Vishnu Priya?
Yes, ma'am.
Read out slowly. Okay, some children did not write.
Delta G naught of
The
carbon dioxide.
last sentence you read out, which I gave.
That CO is a suitable reducing agent, ma'am.
The present question, last line.
CO is a suitable reducing agent.
No, before that.
Okay. Delta G naught of carbon dioxide from carbon monoxide is more negative than delta G naught formation of carbon dioxide from carbon and delta G
From
naught
carbon and, see, I will say,
delta.
it's not, my voice is breaking. Ruji, you got? See, what I said, delta G naught formation of carbon dioxide from carbon monoxide is more negative than delta G naught formation of carbon dioxide from carbon and delta G naught formation of carbon monoxide from carbon. Now got it? Okay, all of you wrote? Okay, now next question is 6.20. 6.20. Why is zinc not extracted from zinc oxide through reduction using carbon monoxide? Why is zinc not extracted using carbon monoxide? Ellingham diagram you take, children? Ellingham diagram. So, what answer you will say? Ellingham diagram have you taken? So you know that the zinc is it, okay? Carbon monoxide line is above, isn't it? And the carbon one at a higher temperature, the carbon one is down. You take this Ellingham diagram, isn't it? So how do you write? You will say that at a higher temperature, actually for zinc, the temperature required is 1670. You will learn now the extraction. 1670 Kelvin, that much high temperature is required. So at that high temperature, we can say the delta G naught formation of carbon from here in the Ellingham diagram. Delta G naught formation of carbon monoxide from carbon. That line is down, isn't it? That is more negative, isn't it? Agree? There you see the diagram that the carbon forming carbon monoxide at a high temperature is, that graph is lying below zinc, isn't it? Are you able to follow?
Yes, ma'am.
Others?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you all there? Why no reaction?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you can say that from the diagram it is clear that for higher temperature, the delta G naught formation of carbon monoxide from carbon is more negative, isn't it? So, so you write. What is, why zinc is not extracted? The standard free energy of formation, delta G naught F, standard free energy of formation
Ma'am?
Yes, yes. Higher, don't say, more negative. Higher value will be less, na? Prashant, so don't say higher, more negative we should say. The value will be less, na? If it is more negative, value will be less. Understood? So you will say that the delta G naught formation of carbon monoxide, delta G naught formation of carbon monoxide from carbon is more negative than delta G naught formation of zinc oxide from zinc. More negative than delta G naught formation of zinc oxide from zinc at higher temperature. Bracket 1670 Kelvin at higher temperature. 1670 Kelvin. One more sentence you can write. Delta G naught formation of carbon dioxide. Delta G naught formation of carbon dioxide from carbon monoxide. Is less negative than delta G naught formation of zinc oxide from zinc. More negative than delta G naught formation of zinc oxide from zinc. Can you see me? Light went. Can you see me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
But
Yes, ma'am.
I will get to the light. Okay. Okay. So then, next question. 6.21. The value of delta G naught formation of Cr2O3 is minus 540 kilojoules per mole, and that of alumina is minus 827 kilojoules per mole. Is the reduction of Cr2O3 possible with aluminium? Say, is the reduction possible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, why? What reason you will say?
This is because the value of delta G formation of Al2O3 is more
Negative, isn't
negative.
it? So that is it. So, and you can say that the delta G naught formation of the overall reaction, when you add both reaction, delta G naught formation is negative. That also you can say. Okay. So the answer you say is it is possible. Like Anand said, it is possible because delta G naught formation of alumina Al2O3 is more negative. Delta G naught formation of Al2O3 is more negative.
Ma'am, Naomi has a doubt.
Yes. Yes.
Naomi has a doubt, ma'am.
What, Naomi?
Ma'am, I was asking whether in the Ellingham diagram for the later questions also, will we have to refer the diagram always, or should we know the answer?
No, diagram, if you want to refer, means you have to learn by heart.
Okay.
Isn't it? Better is with, that is why I gave you the answer. You can say with the delta G naught formation, learn it. If you if you know the diagram, then that is better. Now you have to draw the diagram and explain. And that is not necessary that you draw the diagram and explain. Okay. So the present question, you said that a delta G naught formation. Okay. Then the overall combined equation. See, the first case Cr2O3. So here Cr2O3 formation opposite we have to take when you reduce. Cr2O3 giving Cr plus O2. That is the reaction. That will be the delta G naught will be plus 540. And for the reducing agent alumina, it is minus 827. So when you add, you are getting overall minus negative delta G naught value, isn't it? So you can say that reason also. Have you understood what I am saying?
Could you repeat it once more?
See, the first reaction they said delta G naught formation of Cr2O3. Okay. Now reduction means the opposite we have to take. Cr2O3 giving 2Cr plus O2 or whatever balanced reaction. That only we take.
Yes,
For
ma'am.
reduction, we have to take the reverse reaction, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So the delta G naught value will be plus 540.
Okay.
Isn't it? And so then reducing agent, it is Al plus O2 giving Al2O3, same. So when you add both, you should get a negative delta G naught value. Then the reaction is possible. That way you can explain, no?
Yeah, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you write that. The delta G naught of the reaction, delta G naught R of the combined redox reaction, delta G naught R, not a formation, the delta G naught R of the combined redox reaction is negative. Combined redox reaction is negative. And the first sentence which Anand said, that also you can say. You can say that delta G naught formation of Al2O3 from aluminium. Al2O3 from aluminium is more negative than delta G naught formation of Cr2O3 from Cr. Cr2O3 from Cr. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now the next question, 6.23. Choice of a reducing agent in a particular case depends on thermodynamic factor. How far you agree with this statement? Support your opinion with the 2 examples. You agree? Thermodynamic choice of a reducing agent. Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So which you can give any 2 examples. Okay. So answer, you know, if delta G naught formation of the reducing agent is more negative, isn't it? Thermodynamics only that is, isn't it? Then that reducing agent can reduce. So I will dictate the answer. Have you understood? Any doubt in that?
Ma'am, can you explain once again, please?
See, they are saying the choice of reducing agent depends on thermodynamic factors. Do you agree? Yes. So far we are with the delta G naught value only, we are doing the choice of reducing agent. That is a thermodynamic factor, isn't it? Gibbs free energy. So how do we select? If delta G naught formation of the oxide of the reducing agent is more negative than delta G naught formation of the metal, then that reducing agent can reduce the metal, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Not only I am going to say. Okay. So you write. Choice of reducing agent depends on thermodynamic factor, delta G naught formation. Choice of reducing agent depends on the value of thermodynamic factor, delta G naught F. Delta G naught F. Okay. Now next sentence. If delta G naught F of oxide of the reducing delta G naught F value of the formation of oxide.
Ma'am, if delta G naught F
of the formation of oxide of the reducing agent, formation of oxide of the reducing agent is more negative than that of formation of oxide of the metal, that of formation of the oxide of the metal, then that reducing agent can reduce the metal. Then that reducing agent can reduce the metal. You read that sentence. If not understood, ask me. All of you read and tell me whether you understood or not. Now then example we will give.
and then after that I didn't hear properly.
What, Amitav?
Then after that, ma'am?
After that example, you understood, na? Reducing agent and metal, 2 are there. So we will see that Delta G naught formation of the oxide, both case oxide only in a Lingam diagram, isn't it? Delta G naught formation of the oxide from the oxide of the reducing agent is more negative than that of the metal oxide, then that reducing agent can reduce. That is what. Have you understood?
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Hmm.
Ma'am, why do you take like forward reaction and backward reaction? Delta
Where
G.
we took a forward and backward now? We didn't take, no?
Ma'am, this delta GF.
Delta G is not a forward and backward, two different reactions. One is the reducing agent, one is the metal. So the previous one we said, zinc, carbon monoxide cannot be used as a reducing agent, carbon only. So one is the reducing agent, carbon, another is the metal. So delta G naught formation of the oxide, both case oxides are formed. In a Lingam diagram, oxides are formed. So delta G naught formation of oxide of the reducing agent is more negative than that of the metal, then that reducing agent can reduce. That is what we have seen. No? Understood, Priyanka?
Yes, ma'am.
Any other doubt?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Others? Okay, so that is it. Now we have to see the Lingam diagram. You take any two reactions, any two examples we have to give. Okay, so in the Lingam diagram, you can say that you can say the example of iron, isn't it? Or aluminium and magnesium, you can say, which you have already written, magnesium and aluminium. Isn't it? That you can say already, you don't have to learn again. So you can say that example, below 1350 degrees Celsius, magnesium can reduce alumina. That same sentence you write. Okay? Below 1350 degrees Celsius, magnesium can reduce alumina, and above 1350 degrees Celsius, aluminium can reduce magnesium. Is that okay? Okay, children? Why nobody is answering?
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
Answer now. How do I know? How do I say? As if you are just keeping the phone and moving away. No, only some children. Priyanka, this Naomi, Chinmaya, Vishnu Priya, Amitav, Anand. Bus. No, Prashant. Yes, Prashant is very active. Nobody else, nothing. Are you all there? I'm having a doubt.
Yes, ma'am.
Why don't you react na? When I ask, fast say, yes, you can say na. Have you understood? So now this chapter, see, the Hellingam diagram questions we have discussed. You have to write the notebook, okay, homework. And so the other one, okay, so you write proper in the book, write and keep. Now we will go to the next topic. Is that okay? This much clear? And tomorrow, what test, which chapter I told you test?
Haloalkanes, haloarenes, ma'am.
Only Vishnu Priya is aware, no? Tomorrow
No,
start.
ma'am. We are also aware.
So next topic, I will take extraction of iron from. So here, this question also, the reactions, the board question, not many times, frequently asked question. So you have to learn the reactions. Okay. So before starting the extraction of iron, you have to remember certain things. The ore is hematite, Fe2O3. Okay, and you are carrying out the extraction in a furnace called blast furnace. Second point you should know, blast furnace. Third point, the impurity in hematite is silica. SiO2 is the impurity, which is an acidic impurity. So the flux, we should add a basic flux. The flux added is limestone, calcium carbonate. So reducing agent. Reducing agents, there are two reducing agents. See, blast furnace is having different zones depending on the temperature. The upper part less temperature, then middle part and the bottom part is having higher temperature. So three different zones are there in blast furnace. So in the bottom part, the reducing agent is carbon. In the middle and the upper part, the reducing agent is carbon monoxide. All these things you should have an idea, then it is easy to learn the reactions. So you want to write down these things just for learning. It is easy. You want that or I will start?
Yes, ma'am.
What yes means what? You want? Okay, so write fast. Extraction of iron. Okay. Ore, first one, ore is hematite, Fe2O3. Ore is hematite. You don't have to write all ore you have to write hematite. And the remaining things I am saying to make you, it will be easier for you to learn. That is why, okay? So ore is hematite, okay? Now, what? Question mark what, Naomi? No. From hematite is in the syllabus. Extraction from hematite. Fe2O3. Have you written that? Now, the next one. It is done in a blast furnace. It is done in a blast furnace. BLAST, blast furnace. Okay, furnace is an oven, isn't it? So there are three regions. Right, there are three regions. The upper part is 500 to 800 Kelvin. The three regions, upper part is 500 to 800 Kelvin. Middle part 900 to 1500 Kelvin. Middle part 900 to 1500 Kelvin. Bottom part 1570 to 2170 Kelvin. So if you write to 2200 also okay, but in the figure they have given, so I am saying bottom part is
Ma'am, could you repeat bottom part and upper part?
upper part 500 to 800 Kelvin. Middle
Okay.
part 900 to 1500 Kelvin.
Okay, ma'am.
And the bottom part
Bottom part?
1570 to 2170 Kelvin.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, reducing agent. Reducing agent. Bottom part carbon. Middle and upper part carbon monoxide. Bottom part carbon. Middle and upper part carbon monoxide. Okay. Now, gangue. Gangue is the impurity. Main impurity. That is why you should know that. The gangue or the impurity is SiO2, silica. SiO2. Bracket you write acidic. Silica is an acidic impurity. Silica.
Ma'am.
So flux
Ma'am.
used. Yes, Anand.
Ma'am, the reducing agents, can you repeat it once?
The next point is gangue. Gangue is impurity, isn't it? Gangue is silica, SiO2. SiO2. Bracket acidic. That is an acidic impurity. Silica is always an acidic impurity. Okay? Why I am saying if the impurity is acidic, the flux yesterday, the first class I told, the substance added to remove impurity is called flux. So we have to add a flux to remove impurity, isn't it? The flux should be basic. So here the flux is limestone, calcium carbonate. Flux is limestone, calcium carbonate, which is basic, bracket basic. This is for your knowledge only. So if you know all these things, it is easy to learn. Okay. So gangue is SiO2, flux is limestone. Okay. And so we will add in the blast furnace, we will add hematite or reducing agent. When we add only carbon monoxide and all formed in the furnace only. So what we are carbon, coke. So we add the ore, hematite and coke. Coke is carbon and limestone. These three things are added to the blast furnace. Okay. So you write one sentence. In the blast furnace, we add hematite. We add the ore, bracket hematite, Fe2O3, comma, reducing agent coke, bracket carbon. Reducing agent coke, COKE, bracket carbon, and flux limestone. And flux limestone. Clear? This much clear, children? So that blast furnace, you can refer the
Ma'am, reducing
furnace.
agent coke and
Limestone, flux. So we are adding ore, reducing agent and flux. Clear? Flux is limestone, calcium carbonate. Why we are adding flux? To remove the impurity. Impurity is silica. Some general basic things now you know. You see the diagram, you can see the different parts, temperature. And on top of the diagram, they said ore, limestone and coke. That only I said. Okay. So you see that if you see that at the bottom part of the furnace, have you seen the bottom part? It is written blast of air and oxygen. That means you have to pass hot air through the bottom. Okay. So this much is already, it is an oven or a furnace, but we are passing hot air also through the bottom. That will increase the temperature further of the furnace. Okay. So now 5 minutes is there. Reaction we will learn tomorrow, or upper part reaction I will take 5 minutes. So I think I can take the upper part reaction I will take. Children?
Yes, ma'am.
So that will be easy for you. This much you learn properly, then easy for you to learn the next. So upper part, we are adding the hematite. Fe2O3. So black marker, is it okay? More visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear, children? And
Yes, ma'am.
And upper part, even though we are adding carbon will take place. Carbon will reduce at the higher temperature. If you see the Elingham diagram, you can understand. So upper part, it is carbon monoxide. When the temperature is less, upper part means 500 to 800 Kelvin. So the reducing agent is carbon monoxide. That you should be knowing. So when it happens, it will be converted to Fe3O4 plus carbon dioxide. So this reaction will take place. There are three reactions. That is, this Fe3O4 again will react with the carbon. Some amount of iron will be formed here. So first step, iron formed. Okay. And so balanced for no.
ma'am, I have one doubt.
3Fe. Oxygen is 6. 8.
Ma'am,
That much time is not there. 340. at 3. Okay. So some amount
Madam.
formed. Now, another one is Fe2O3 plus carbon monoxide. Instead of forming this, FeO also will be formed. FeO. This is important.
Ma'am.
But
Yes, ma'am. One
Huh.
doubt I had. You told earlier that in the upper part we are using carbon as a reducing agent. So why are we taking carbon monoxide here?
yes, carbon monoxide only I have to put in all the three. Carbon monoxide only put. Upper part is carbon monoxide. If you check the Ellingham diagram, lower temperature we cannot use carbon. How the carbon monoxide coming?
Okay, got it.
That is the question. It is coming in the furnace. Carbon will burn to form that. Tomorrow we will learn. It is carbon monoxide is formed in the furnace. That much you
Okay, got it,
understand.
ma'am. I noted wrong, ma'am. Here I noted
Huh?
upper part. I noted carbon.
No, upper
Carbon. I
is
noted
carbon
upper.
monoxide. Carbon monoxide. Middle also carbon monoxide. Bottom only carbon. Like that only I said, na?
Yes, ma'am. I noted wrong.
Okay.
Fine, ma'am.
Okay. So these are the reactions. Learn by heart tomorrow or now itself you can learn. I will explain once more. This is the upper part reactions. Reducing agent is carbon monoxide. So you will get two things. One is iron and another is FeO. Because in the bottom part and in the middle part, this FeO will be converted to iron. So FeO is formed in the furnace. Like that, carbon monoxide is formed in the furnace. Have you understood? You have to learn by heart. That is why upper part we have done. All of you understood? So Fe2O3, the ore, reducing agent is carbon monoxide. First it is converted to, it is like a story you have to learn. First converted to Fe3O4 and carbon dioxide. That Fe3O4 again reacts with the carbon monoxide. You will get iron and carbon dioxide. That is it. Second one, same Fe2O3 plus carbon monoxide. Instead of forming Fe3O4, you will get FeO plus carbon dioxide. Clear? All of you?
Yes, ma'am.
So you will learn, now itself you learn the three reactions. So tomorrow test will be there and after that we'll continue. Okay, bye.
And duration of the test?
She left.
Vishnupriya studied for tomorrow's test.
It kind of done.
Do we have any
How
other
will we
test?
write? How will we be writing equations? How to write equations?
You have to write in a paper and then upload the image.
Upload the
That
image.
she'll
I'm
give
not
us
good
1
with
day
this.
time.
Huh?
She'll give us 1 day time.
1 day.
One day for writing the
One
test.
day
She'll give, that's all.
Hey, what
Everybody
are
can
those?
give open book test then.
The chapter is so big.
We have to just write and send her a PDF or something.
No,
Maybe
there'll be
click
an
a
option to
picture and write
upload
it up.
file.
Okay.
I'm not good with devices. Hello.
Talking to you guys. It's like something.
Hello.
Hey, what? Yeah, she left us like that only she went.
9:30 means 9:30 she will leave. She doesn't care after that.
8:30 she'll come out.
Then we won't complain, no, that she left late, she left early and all.
Time limit is that time limit?
Time limit
Tomorrow.
should be that, I guess.
She must keep time limit. Then I'll skip the time limit and then that's all.
Sure.
Sure.
Not sure. It's confirmed.
Fine, bye.
Class is done. Before that, I'll go eat something. Bye.
Go eat. You have this work only, Isha.